in the end, probably a range of emotions today. We started off having to weather the storm. It's obviously a really good venue. The fans are very vocal. It's an intimidating place to play. And we weathered the storm early, made a few adjustments at halftime, just talked about a couple of things that we wanted to do. And I thought as the second half wore on, we had more and more to play. We were able to create quite a few good chances. The range of emotions. We we go up on the road, tough place, pretty excited, feeling like we're in pretty good control at that point. And to give up 2 goals as quickly as we did was disappointing. Things that we have talked about and will continue to talk about. But then the resiliency to come back into it and score a great goal, walk out of here with a point. It's a very tough place to play. Having never been here before, didn't really know what to expect. This is definitely a tough place to play. And for that, I'm really, really proud of the resiliency and the effort to get back into it.
Robin, you just alluded to the mentality of the team after conceding 2 goals, but it was kind of similar in Austin where you get an equalizer late on the road. Where is the mentality coming from in this group where they're able to respond on the road to adversity as well as they are?
I think the character of the team is one of the strong points. I've talked about it for a long time, and I know that some guys have gone in or some guys have left and new guys have come in, but the core of the group, the character remains probably the thing about this team that I love the most is that they're good, honest, hardworking guys. And when they play hard and play hard for each other, then we see that resiliency. And considering the fact that our record last year on the road was not very good, I'm really proud of the fact that we are grinding away and chipping away and getting points on the road. Every point counts, and it comes down to the end of the year. Every one of these points are going to count, and they don't shy away from a challenge. They don't shy away from tough situations. They dig in and they work hard. So for that, I'm really, really proud.
You were forced to make a change early on in this one. What is it that you've seen from Max this year, maybe in the offseason, preseason to this point, that gave you confidence that you can step into this environment and make a difference for the team?
Yeah, Max has had some really good minutes this year. I think he's matured quite a bit between last year and this year. And he's made some good plays. Obviously, he scores a goal tonight. His running is relentless. And I think as he's spent more time here, he's assimilated more. His understanding of English is better. I think all of that contributes to his understanding of his responsibilities on the field, I think, are so much better than they've been before. And we're watching the maturation of a very, very talented young player. And it's exciting because as he gets better, we start to see real glimpses of how good he can be.
And Michael Barrios comes in off the bench again and contributes to the team. Is this the role you envisioned for him at the beginning of the season? And what is it about him as a player that is so effective coming off the bench?
It's certainly not the role I envisioned for him. I feel like we have a lot of guys who compete week in, week out to play. Mikey's been fantastic for us coming off the bench. It doesn't mean he's not fantastic for us starting either. Circumstances have led to certain times when he doesn't start. But the one thing you always get from Mikey is he's such a good soccer player that he's going to give you good minutes. He's going to be dangerous. He's going to create some things. And tonight was no exception. You admire Mikey for a lot of things. Everyone thinks about the speed and the fact that he can beat guys and that sort of thing. But Mikey's understanding of the game his soccer IQ is really high. His ability to deal with the ball under pressure with people around him is really, really good. And because of those things, he's always a threat for us.
All right, I'll turn to Brendan Faulkner for post.
Hey, Robin, thanks for the time tonight.
Sure.
I guess for Mikey, you just talked about it, but it looked like one of those plays where you're just told to play all the way through the whistle, and of course he finished it off. But is that just Mikey being the tenacious tackler we've seen, and the kind of energy that he brings in practice for games week in, week out?
Yeah, it has to do with that, and it has to do, and I just alluded to his soccer IQ. He's such a good attacker that he can see how a situation can be dangerous. And it would have been easy to quit on that play. But again, like I said, Mikey has this innate understanding of the game. And as he started to go and the ball got played through, he knew for sure something could happen. And because of that, he kept running. He's very aware of the scenario. And obviously runs through the play and creates a great goal for himself. But I can't speak enough to his ability to understand the game and read the game. And like I said, you think about the speed, you think about him beating people. That's kind of the image you have of Mikey over the years. And what's been, I would say, a surprise 3 years ago is how good a soccer player he is. Because as I said, you always think about speed. But he's a very, very good soccer player and a very intelligent soccer player.
Coach Robin Fraser, Sports Magazine.
Hey, Coach. Thanks for this time.
Sure.
Just how much did you miss Andreas tonight? And then, what was your message to the back line in his absence and your expectations for them?
Yeah, we definitely miss Max. He's become very quickly a big part of the team. But what you see, again, I use that word team, is that we are so much of a team. Max moves out, Keegan slides into the back, Beta comes on, business as usual. So again, it's one of the things I really like about this team is that we are a team, and you are going to have injuries, and you are going to have guys miss games and big games. But we have so many players who are chomping at the bit to come in and do their piece to help the team that if we have to go without a player or two, it's sports. That's how it goes. And for us, we're quite fortunate. We feel fortunate that we have, like I said, a lot of players who are training hard and playing well and looking for an opportunity. And tonight, I thought the back group did really well. We dealt with a lot of pressure for a lot. And in the end, obviously, we come out with the point.
Back to Brendan.
Coach, Cole obviously had to leave with what was confirmed to be the same left hamstring injury that's been bothering him for the last couple weeks. Do you have any status update on him? And I guess what he was able to bring for the first half hour tonight.
I don't have an official because we haven't done any testing on him yet, so we don't know exactly what it is or exactly how severe it is. With regard to what he brings us relentless energy. Tonight he helped us get out a couple of times, holding the ball under pressure. And certainly for the early part of the game, we had to do a lot of defending, and Cole can run. And he gives us sprinting and closing and makes it difficult for the opposing defenders, makes it difficult for the goalkeeper. And because that was what was required for the first part of the game, Cole did really well at what was asked of him.